cooking cronies. I've been a little under the weather. I've got a summer cold and I've had a cough that just won't go away. Thank you, grandson. But today I was craving some cabbage soup. So that's what I'm going to make for you today, just from ingredients that I've had at the house. So I have a half a head of cabbage. I have 5 tomatoes, 1 32-ounce box of unsalted chicken broth. I use this Maripel. I get this from King Super. I don't know if you can get it anywhere else. That's just normally where I shop. And I'm going to use this as my soup starter. I also have 2 cloves of garlic and 2 potatoes that I've peeled. So I'm going to dice the potatoes, slice up the garlic, get the Maripel, or however that is pronounced, on in the Dutch oven that I'm going to use. I will slice up the cabbage and get this soup rolling. Okay, in my Dutch oven here, I have put about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, and I will get that heating up. Okay, this bag is 12 ounces, and I'm only going to use 6 ounces of it, so I'm going to put it into my hot Dutch oven. Okay, so while that is cooking, I'm going to dice up these potatoes, and I'm going to put them into little cubes. No right or wrong size, depends on you. Okay, as you can see, I'm not making the cubes very big. Maybe 1/2 inch. Just depends on the size of the potato. Once I get these diced up, I will put them in the Dutch oven as well. Okay, so I'm putting the potatoes into my Dutch oven. Looks like I grabbed one of the garlic by mistake, so I'm glad I cut that. I'm going to go ahead and chop up the garlic. I don't want it in there yet, but I will put it in shortly. So I'm just putting it into little pieces, not tiny pieces, but chopping them up. So just chopping up the garlic, just giving it a rough chop for now. And then I'll stir. You can see that. Added the potatoes in there. I'm not making a real large batch. Add some salt and pepper to taste. Okay. I'm going to add my garlic to the pan. Add a quick stir. Salt to taste. So I have my chili flakes here, and I'm just going to add just a little bit to this. I don't want it too hot, but I want it hot enough to be able to burn this cold out. All right, this is coming nicely. I'm going to turn the heat down just a little bit while I prepare my tomatoes. The cabbage is going to be the last thing that goes in, just because it cooks quickly. All right, I'm going to just again rough chop my tomatoes because I like to bite into vegetables. So I'm not pureeing them. I'm not peeling them. I'm just chopping them. So this all started, I thought, as allergies, and then I developed a cough, and lo and behold, I think it's a common cold, but I never got achy or anything. I just had this bad cough that would just choke me if I exerted anything. So tried to take it easy the last week. Haven't even made it to the gym to meet up with Vicky. Did go for a walk yesterday with my dog, and seemed to do okay. Boy, I think my knife needs to be sharpened. Squishing this tomato all the smithereens. Maybe just finish it and then I'll wipe it off and sharpen it. I bought these tomatoes at Sam's and they were beautiful when we purchased them. But I'll tell you, they sure ripen quickly, and so that's another reason why I'm using fresh tomatoes. Put these in. Quick stir. Oh, it's getting some nice browning. That's going to make some delicious flavor. Right, back to chopping. This tomato has a little blemish on it, and I'll just cut that off. Everything else looks fine. Okay, the rest of the tomatoes are chopped and ready to go into the Dutch oven. Nice browning. That all will make some great flavor once I add the chicken broth in there. Shake the chicken broth, and I'm going to add the whole 32 ounces. Stir. It looks so good. I will be adding the tomato and chicken flavoring as well. So I'll take it easy on the salt because this does have salt in it. And I do 1 coffee scoop full. Stirred. I'll turn my fire up. Something I didn't show you at the beginning was a bay leaf, and that's because it just came to my mind to add it to my recipe. So I will add 1 to 2 bay leaves depending on their size. All right, that's a nice size one, so I'm just going to add 1 in there. All right, that is looking really good. So while that is going to simmer, I will chop the cabbage. Okay, so you can see it has a nice size core in there, and I will get that out first. Okay, and then I will just slice up my cabbage into not too small pieces, but not large pieces. I want to be able to eat my soup with a spoon, so I want the cabbage to fit on here on my spoon. So the size of your cabbage is all up to you. Again, this soup is a lot about preference, taste, but I did want to share at least the ingredients with you that I use when I make my cabbage soup at home. When I don't have a lot of fresh tomatoes, I use a can of diced tomatoes or homemade canned tomatoes. But last year, as you know, I was down with hip issues, and so I didn't can any tomatoes. Okay, this is going to go into my pot as well. You can see that. Okay, so the cabbage is in my pot. Just mixing everything together. And I'm going to cover it and let it simmer for about 30 minutes. I'll taste it to see if it needs any more salt and pepper. And then it'll be ready for me for my lunch today. I'm looking forward to this. Okay, let's put it to simmer and be back. Okay, look at this delicious soup. I've turned it way down so it's barely starting to simmer. I'm going to dish up a bowl for me. Okay, let's dish up a bowl. Doesn't it look yummy? Whew. Okay, well, the soup is done. It's delicious. I hope you give it a try. It's little or no effort. So, Cooking Cronies, thanks for watching. Have a great day. God bless.